Hello everyone, it's manga time once again with Naruto chapter 614 called To You. Wow. As usual, not a huge amount happens in this chapter, though there are some interesting things. Number one, Obito and Madara aren't really getting on very well. There's definitely a bit of villainous duo antagonism going on between them. Madara's like, I'm just frigging corpse, and he's sort of implying that he needs a real body. And Obito's not, they're not very trusting of each other, as you'd expect of villains. Madara almost seems to be looking, I almost feel like, down on Obito, like a protege. But Obito, he's really striking me as potential betrayal. A couple of chapters back I said maybe Obito's going to have a change of heart. I'm not too sure it's going to happen anymore. He seems to be a bit of a nut, like an absolute nutcase. Which I would prefer, because I'm not Obito's biggest fan, but if he actually stays a villain through and through, props to him. I would much rather that happened. But no one cares about this. Why am I even talking about this? Because there's only one thing anyone cares about in this chapter. Neji dies. Yeah, that's right. Neji dies. Neji Hyuga dies. So what? So what? It's not like we'd seen him since the first series. It's not like Kishimoto did anything with him since the first series. In fact, the flashbacks he got before his death had to be from the first series, because he hasn't done anything since then. It's a waste. It's an absolute waste. And it's like Kishimoto's killing for the sake of killing, because people are annoyed that he's not been doing much killing. Last chapter, he killed Shikaku and Inuishi, apparently. We don't actually know they did, but they probably are. And now Neji's dead. And apparently, Shikaku told them this big plan, and Naruto is pivotal to it, as you would expect from a shonen series. I really haven't got that much to say about this chapter. Like, the Hyugas use that Kaiten ability, you know, kind of giving it their all before one of them got killed, and it happened to be Neji. It wasn't going to be Hinata. I mean, I really do feel Neji's death was quite unnecessary. Don't get me wrong, I mean, it's quite a good twist. Whenever a good guy dies like that, it's quite an interesting twist. His death was done quite well as well. I mean, the way he thought back. I mean, you do get to see how much he's changed as a character, but in my opinion, the impact is lessened due to the fact that he hasn't done anything. Before I started reading Naruto, the one thing people would tell me was, oh my god, its character development is absolutely amazing. You've got to read it for the character development. The way these characters just change is so well done. And for the most part, yeah, okay, it's alright. But, like, it's not the same if you have some character at the beginning of the series go from a dickhead to alright and then just disappear for the rest of the series. Byakuya in Bleach went from a dickhead to alright, and at least he stayed in it. You know, his actual defeat at the hands of the enemies recently actually meant something. Admittedly, it didn't end up fine, but, you know, Neji, yeah, Kishimoto just sort of brushed him under the rug after the first series and was like, yeah, I might bring you back later just to kill you off. Because I can do that now. Because you're an established character. And therefore I never have to use you again. So, you know, I don't particularly think it's particularly good writing. Simple as that. I'm indifferent towards the chapter. It was alright. Not a lot is happening. This fight is going so slow. The Juubi is not that threatening. It looks ridiculous. On the plus side, Obito and Madara are pretty awesome. They are pretty cool. And like the way Obito dick moves Naruto at the end. He's like, I thought you weren't going to let any of your friends die, Naruto. You know, well, eventually Naruto's going to win somehow because he's the shonen hero. But, you know, whatever. I mean, it was. Don't get me wrong. It was a good chapter. I'm going to give it a 7. Neji's death was heartfelt. You know, you had Hinata there, you had Naruto there, and obviously Obito's little jibe at the end. Now it's personal now, if it wasn't before. So you know, it's nice build up, but Neji was just a bit of a waste, wasn't it? You know, he was cool, and then he just gets offed after not doing anything for the entire Shippuden series, pretty much not doing anything. But yeah, that's my review. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/MrTom234. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about the chapter. Did you enjoy Neji dying, or do you think it was a waste as well? Do you think someone else could have died in his place? Someone else would have made more sense? Do you think that Kishimoto should have done more with Neji's character? And when is this fight? When is Sasuke going to do anything? Seriously, I don't even like the guy, and you just want to see him because something else has got to happen. You know, this fight is just sort of back and forwards for like, what, 20 odd chapters now? So yeah, come on Kishimoto, pick up the pace a little bit. Until then guys, see you later.